to the sun. Grab something to eat and get out on the run. I'll work all day and play all night. It's a southern fried life for me. I like my life southern fried, from my breakfast to my baby at night. And all points in between I play southern fried and work southern fried. I live, love, and laugh and worship southern fried. Southern fried is the life for me. Dragging to work looking so rough. My boss man tells me I gotta be tough. Just get on the job and get it done. It's a southern fried life for me. I like my life southern fried, from my breakfast to my baby at night. And all points in between I play southern fried and work southern fried. I live, love, and laugh and worship southern fried. Southern fried is a life for me. Tells me all the time that way of life will bring me down. I do my best to do things right, but it's a southern fried life for me. I like my life southern fried, from my breakfast to my baby at night. And all points in between I play southern fried and work southern fried. I live, love, and laugh and worship southern fried. Southern fried is the life for me.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Thursday night edition of the SFP. We are so glad y'all are in here. Miss Jenny, I'm going to turn it right over to you for just a second. Let me go jump on some Rumble stuff real quick.
Okay. Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing tonight? It is a cold night up here in North Georgia. Whew, goodness. So I hope everybody else is staying warm out there and had a good week so far. I'm glad tomorrow's Friday, even though I hadn't done nothing this week. So y'all just drop in the comments what y'all got planned to do this weekend. Like to hear it, because I know it probably sounds silly, but I'll be Pokemoning. So, so have community day and everything. So Miss Elizabeth must be having connection problems. Hopefully she'll get on with us in a little bit. We can get all of us on here.
Yes, and I'm sorry I'm having some issues here trying to get the Rumble page up.
Yeah, I thought we had that fixed, but it's just not liking us here lately.
It does not. It's been a little yuts. It is just not letting me do it. Hell, everybody out there, it is a cold, wet night down here in South Georgia. And I'm going to tell you something. It is cold, and I ain't happy about it.
No. I hope you had a good trip.
I did. Hey, Miss Kay, how are you doing tonight? You keeping that Dean straight? I bet that's a full-time job right there.
Yes. He's a sight. Oh, excuse me. I know they got an issue going on with NASCAR. I don't know, but they getting sued. Oh, this Dean, that's Dean, this Dean.
What are you doing? You going under your alias, Kay?
Dean sneaking in here on his mama's name.
Oh. I don't know why you won't be like that. You can just come in here as Dean as you want to. You ain't got to hide who you are. We're glad you're here with us tonight, Dean. We got a couple things we want to try to go over, but I'm trying hard to get this blooming thing up.
I'm using her phone. Oh, okay.
I don't blame you. You must have one of those, what do they call them, iPhones. It ain't worth a flip.
My iPhone works just fine.
Oh, I'm sure that's what I'd say too if I had one of them old crappy iPhones. It worked just fine. All right, this thing is being just absolutely crazy. And I could stress out about it and be all upset, but I'm not going to. So, for all of our Rumbles people out there, I'm
Earl.
going to figure it out later as soon as I can. Hey, Brother Hester, how you doing?
Oh Lord, my cat's
Well,
done
it's
turned
on
me.
now. Oh my goodness, you got headlights in your head. Oh, that's cat ears. Oh my goodness. Guess you
Yeah,
could got your cat ears lit up so you can see what you're hearing in the
yeah.
dark.
My cat just did something to my screen, and I have no vision of y'all.
That's all right. You're still holding the same pose. Oh, now you're in for it. Uh, there, Miss Elizabeth done
Okay, here
popped
Well,
we
on.
we're gonna
Now you
see.
better straighten up, fly right. We lost her again just that quick. Oh, yeah, you've had it
go.
now.
Let's see.
What you doing?
Oh, what is that? Oh no, there we go. We're back. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, yeah, you're moving now. Uh,
Trying to find a Roku TV for some reason. I don't know why.
what'd you do?
The cat mashed a button on my keyboard, and it took my screens away.
Are you saying you taught your cat how to type?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I just taught I was loving my brother Hester right there. This right here is probably what I like. There's Miss. Every time I bring her up,
Maybe.
she falls out. That's probably what
She
I
gonna
was
give
laughing
up
at
on
there,
us.
brother Hester.
Yeah. Poor
Um,
Elizabeth going bye bye on us.
you know she's getting frustrated, and I can tell you what's going through her mind,
Yep.
but I can't repeat it in polite company. I'm sure. All right. Well, I'm giving up on Rumble, guys. We'll get it uploaded there later on. Let me try this. I got an idea.
Okay.
I'm
Earl, he
going to
has an
try.
idea. That's
I'm just
scary.
going to try inviting her right on in. That she won't have access to everything, but I could just invite her in and see if that helps any. So that won't take me just a second here. Uh, hey, to all the folks out there that have been following and joining in and stuff, hey, thank y'all very much. We do appreciate it. We are
Yes.
we are growing in leaps and bounds right now, and we do appreciate it. We hadn't had any movement on. How many times this thing gonna make me X out of this thing? This stupid thing. Uh, quit it. Quit it. There we go. Whew. That is not very much fun right there. It is driving me crazy. All right, now I need to search for. There she is. I found her. Let's try this right here and paste and see how that works. All right, but we have been growing leaps and bounds last week or two, and we do greatly appreciate it. Um,
Yes, thank you.
I mean, that's been amazing. With something we've always struggled with is Facebook and YouTube, and they're both finally starting to kick a little bit. Our followers out there on Instagram and X, thank you very much. You guys make this all worthwhile, and we're really uh, we're behind the game a little bit on Rubble, but we gonna catch that before it's over with. Don't y'all worry. So all the people out there on Rumble, we will be coming in. All right, Miss Elizabeth, I'm gonna try this again. Let's see. We got her in. Did that help? Just sending the link.
It well, we gonna see, cause I'm telling you, the Wi-Fi or 5G, none of it likes me tonight.
Uh-oh.
Oh, y'all got some weather up there too.
We do,
Yeah.
we do.
I'm glad to see you went on in the house there.
Well, you have to do what you gotta do. It's not it's raining and it's cold. When it's raining
Yeah.
and cold, you gotta go in.
Yes,
Even got the beanie on.
I can't wear them.
I can't either.
Oh, I love me a good beanie.
No.
Elizabeth Dean said hello. Dean and Barry are on my Facebook page, so I'm communicating with
Oh,
them, so I'm not being
thank
rude looking
you.
down.
No, you good. Hey
So
Dean, hey Barry.
And Brother Hester's on here with us too.
yes,
Oh,
he's
hey
popping up over
Hester.
here.
Yeah. That'd be Earl. You know, like this TV show, My Name Is.
Yeah, I love that show.
That's the same way we pronounce oil. It's Earl. Kind of Earl you keep in that truck.
We're
Michelle.
not going there. Listen, I subbed today. I'm telling y'all, I love these high school kids. And they are really, really opening my eyes to what kind of future we gonna have.
Oh no.
Hey, do me a favor. While you're around these high school kids, find out what 6'7" is supposed to mean.
They brought that up to me today, and that they's like, "Do you know what the joke 6'7" means?" I said, "No." I'll add. Tomorrow I got elementary school, but when I got high school next week, I'll ask.
I think it's
I,
cause 6 afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9.
I thought that, and I started to ask, but I'll ask next week, and I'll let
Yeah.
you know.
We need
But
some clarification.
listen, I had uh, one of my classes today was not good, and
Uh-oh.
I had to bring a little hood out in me. And yeah, because working on the south side of Atlanta, you get some hood in you real fast.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I had to bring out a little hood in me. And so I had to send two to the one of the APs because they thought they was being slick, saying, "Oh, hey everybody, so it's doing something," and it was like then they'd start going, one would do it, and then another do it, and then another do it, and then another. I'd say, you know what? I've been in this job about 25 years. I know all the tricks. And I said, y'all can either cut it out or y'all going to write a five paragraph essay on respect. And they was like, you can't do that. I said, hide and watch.
Yeah.
And so one of them didn't believe me, and he kept on. I said, all right. And I said, put all that stuff up and get out a sheet of paper and start writing five paragraph essay. So when he finally finished and he turned it in, all the other kids was like, "Oh gosh, she really did that."
You can't do that. Yes, I can too.
I said, "Just hide and watch." Well, they
Hmm.
found out real quick. I did, and So he wrote about that respect is about friendship and all that. And I'm like, these kids have no clue what respect is.
No,
No clue.
none.
And I said, first of all, you don't have to be friends with somebody to respect them.
No,
I said, you don't even have to like somebody to respect them.
no.
And I said, and then in one part of it, he said that um, you have to be given respect to get respect. I said, no, you don't.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
I said, no, you don't.
Backwards, Bubba.
I said, because there's been plenty of times I've had to work for people that I didn't like at all, but I showed them respect.
Mm-hmm.
He said, no, you don't. I said, okay, I can't wait for you to get out in the real world and be working for somebody that is really not nice to you. And you
Really
go
need that
and
job?
you tell them, and because you really need that job. Well, he said, well, they're paying you. And I said, well, they may be paying you. I said, but he said, well, that means they don't, they have to treat you right.
No.
I said, oh, heaven.
Oh no.
I
Dear
said, it's
Lord.
time for you to go to another class.
My goodness, don't you think that don't you let that poor little fella go out in the world like that. There's words for him like that. And people think like that. It's called puppy chow. Because they go get their
Oh,
butts ate up.
he is. Honey, I could done told you that. He gonna
Mm,
be ate up. Well,
Mm.
luckily, he's got about 2 more years of high school left. So hopefully he'll learn.
my goodness. Before we get too far into that, I got to have a news story I'd like to talk about a little bit tonight. See what y'all think about this.
Oh, yeah, bring it on.
You ready for this?
Hmm.
Okay. Representative. This is one of my least favorite people, and I can freely admit this. Ilhan Omar.
Oh, I don't like her either.
I don't like her. Jennifer, do you like her?
No.
And let
Okay,
me tell you, I wouldn't be respectful to her.
probably not. All right. Members of her inner circle now, not her directly, but members of her inner circle personally profited from the $1 billion welfare fraud scandal in her district. Now, this has placed her little Somali constituency under a microscope. All right. She held events at one of the restaurants named in the fraud, knew one of its now convicted owners, and had a staffer who was also convicted. This is out of the New York Post. All right. She also introduced the legislation that led to the 250 million being defrauded from the federal child nutrition programs and COVID-19 aid. Okay?
I
It
thought
gets
she was
better.
going to be kicked out of office.
It gets better. No, it gets better. It gets better. Around 250 million in state funds were distributed beginning in 2020 to provide meals to school children during the pandemic. Now, how can you be against that? However, the money was allegedly pocketed by Salim Ahmed Said, the co-owner of the Safari restaurant where Omar held her 2018 congressional victory party. Said was convicted in March for his role in the scheme, while the Department stating that with the Justice Department, while stating that the funds intended to feed children were used to finance a lavish lifestyle. Oh my goodness. Now, this is coming off Fox News, but here is the great part, the absolute great part of this whole story. Okay. Much of the funding was funneled through the now defunct nonprofit Feeding Our Future. Yeah, I'd say y'all were feeding your future, not
Mm,
no children like it was supposed to sound like we're feeding the children. Y'all wasn't feeding them children. You was
No.
feeding your own children. Put it in your pocket and run it just as far fast as you can. My feed our future, my aching butt. Uh,
See, she should be arrested
there's no
and
direct ties to her.
there's
This
no
is
direct time.
yet, yet. There's a yet in there, so we'll see what happens. You know, I mean, can you imagine 200? I mean, uh, how many of kids could that have fed?
A lot.
mm-hmm.
And that's $1 billion, almost $1 billion gone, gone.
$1 billion could have fed a lot of families.
Yeah, yeah.
Not just kids, but a lot of families.
But see, this is the people that for some reason people in this country keep voting for. All they do is drag and rake money into their pockets left and right with no concern about their neighbors, no respect for anybody, but demanding it for themselves. You do not get respect by demanding it for yourselves. You
Mm-mm.
don't get respect by letting $1 billion get shoveled to who knows where that was supposed to go help your constituency. That don't get you respect. And how does that get you votes? I don't understand
I
that.
don't either.
There
Rob,
ain't
you need a
no
cat.
huh?
You need a cat. Me and Elizabeth got a cat. You need a cat.
I know. See, this is fish.
That's all right.
Oh.
My cat's in yonder. That's where he needs to be. On a little cuss.
Barry said, sadly, while crimes are going on, Marjorie Green is being punished by her own party. I was like, true.
Very true. And but
Yep.
you know what? She is standing up for like things that are going on, like here in Murray County. They are wanting to put, I believe it's a waste management place. It's a big place up here in Murray County, and the citizens are really against it. And she's been putting things out on Facebook for to stand against it
Yeah.
and asking the citizens of Murray County to go to the meetings and to stand against it and everything. So, I am so glad that she is still standing up for the constituents of her, of her.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. My brain just went blank. I'm
The people
sorry.
that she's representing.
Yes, thank you.
I got you.
And and that she is still helping us and putting out videos and everything. I really wish she would run for governor of Georgia, because
Mm,
I'll tell you, I don't like any of the ones that's running.
I don't either. I don't either.
Really don't.
Hmm.
I really wish she would
That
run.
could be interesting. That could be interesting. Marjorie Taylor Greene is governor of Georgia.
Hmm.
I would love for her to be governor of Georgia.
Hmm.
I think she would do a good job.
There would be
And
people that would cry into their sob into their pillow every night if that happened.
look, I think she would cut a lot of spending,
You know?
unnecessary spending that's going on down there in Atlanta.
Hmm.
And I think that she would get a lot of things under control.
Yeah, I think she would too. And she put up with no bullcrap either.
Exactly.
Hmm. All right,
Barry also,
go ahead.
Barry also said they got data centers popping up in Bartow County, and these data centers are fly-by-night operations that generate money for
Mhm.
Becon and then shut down the global. gobble up a lot of energy. See, we're supposed to get one here in Floyd County too.
Yeah,
Wow.
you know, eh, these things, Barry, I really think are like these monkey farm. I think these companies exist only on paper. That's what I think, and they're going to put the citizens of the community on the hook for these huge bonds,
Mhm.
and then they're going to be gone, and y'all going to be hooked with higher taxes trying to pay this bond off. I
Yeah.
think they're a lot like the monkey farms. I don't know. I can't say for certain. I know we need the energy. We need to. I mean, it's necessary for the AI and stuff like that right now, but I'm just not feeling it. It feels to me more like a scandal, a scam. And speaking of scams, I almost got scammed last weekend.
Uh-oh.
I changed insurance companies for homeowners.
Yeah.
And I get a thing over the weekend saying that my down payment wasn't processed. Well, that much. It was like $100, but I knew good and well the lady told me it went through. So I called them. And it was some Ford person. I could hear all kind of telemarketers in the background. I'm thinking, now how the heck often does this happen? You got to have all these people in the background. I couldn't understand what the first guy was saying. And I said, if you can get me somebody that I can understand, we can end this call now and I'll call back. And he was like, well, I don't know why you me. And I was like, you don't, why I can't stand you. But so I called back. I had another lady on there. She spoke a little better, and I could understand what she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Oh yes, it says here that your payment didn't go through, but I can take care of that for you right now." And I said, and I could hear all these people in the background. I got to think about that. And I was finally, out, hey Michael,
Hey,
Hey,
Michael.
Michael.
uh, I was like, this just feels all kind of wrong. I said, yeah, you sound like a scammer to me, and I'm not dealing with you. I'll call my insurance rep Monday morning. And I hung up. So I called the insurance rep Monday morning. She says, that happens sometimes. She said, I'm glad you didn't pay them anything.
Yes.
She says, because I'm looking at the information right here. You're good to go.
Wow.
It cost me $100. Well, Michael, it takes a manly man to be on here with two women, folk.
That's right.
Mm, mm. Don't be jealous. Look here. I'm a thorn beneath two roses. Mm.
Mm.
oh, oh, he loves your hat, and he don't.
Thank you.
How come you love her hat, but not Jenna's kitty cat ears?
I like Jenna's kitty cat ears.
I like Jenna's kitty cat ears too. I want me some kitty cat ears.
Five Below.
Five below. All right.
Yep.
Mhm.
I like a good Five Below.
That's what she said.
No, you didn't. Hush. This ain't Steve's show.
Ear. Quit, fish.
I'm
Quit,
sorry. I'm
fish.
sorry. I'm sorry. I
It
thought I
keeps
was in
rubbing
Steve's
his
show
face
there
on my
for a second.
phone. It keeps pushing it sideways.
Yeah.
Tail keeps swiping across the phone. Quit, dude. Ow! Nenny attacks my hand.
Well, good swat him. Let him do what he wants to do.
No.
Y'all don't have no sympathy at all when Chuck gets on me. But why am I gonna have sympathy at y'all when the kitty cat gets on you?
Well, I'm not really a cat person. I don't have normally don't have cats.
Okay.
And that's Sarah and Trent's cat. Normally he's real loving.
And that's them grandbaby's cat too.
What do you mean
Don't
you
you
can't see
abuse
me,
that them
Michael?
grandbaby's cat.
Look, I take my house shoe off and throw it at him. I don't care.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right,
He
let
done
me.
jumped off and ran around the coffee table. Watch him. He eats the tree.
Yeah, All right. Barry says also he thinks Marjorie Greene would make a good governor and he likes her personality. He would vote for and endorse her candidates. We
Mm,
have we have for governor is not very good right now, Buddy Carter Dooley. And then Dean says at least Rob is wearing a Georgia cap. And then Barry said you can rest assured that most scammers will be calling you trying to convince you that something very rarely does the insurance companies contact you over the phone.
Yeah.
And then the IRS, police, and other people aren't going to contact you. Yeah, I've been threatened to be put in jail several times with the
Oh look,
IRS.
I like to scam the scammers. I like to get on there and when they call, and I like to pretend to be a little old woman. And I get them on there, and I just keep on going and keep on going. They gonna waste my time. I'm gonna waste their time,
That's right.
and keep them going. And one time, I had one guy on there probably for 45 minutes one day, and he was like, well, finally when the phone call ended, he had called me not some nice choice words.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Mm-hmm. He said he was like,
No.
you're not doing what I tell you to do. You blip blip blip. And I said, well, I know I'm not, you stupid idiot. I said, I'm not stupid.
I'd be like, I'd be like, are you gonna do what I tell you to do?
I said, you
Yes. Well, great.
stupid.
Kiss my
I said,
butt
you
off.
stupid. I said, you've been on the phone with me for 45 minutes. I said, and it took you this long to realize I'm not doing what you're telling me to do. I said, I'm not gone anywhere. I've been sitting here working the whole time.
That's awesome.
Michael said, I sent Marjorie Taylor Greene a message and she wouldn't answer me. I asked her, why did she abandon us?
Look, if Marjorie Taylor Greene stepped out to run for governor, I'd vote for her in a
Yeah,
heartbeat. That would be. I'd do it just to see the reactions on the Democrats' faces. I promise you, I would. It's like I wasted my vote one time. I voted for Ross Perot. I
Oh,
figured if nothing else, the comedic value alone would have
that's
been worthwhile. That would have been the most amazing thing ever if Ross Perot had been elected president. Dana Carvey would still be doing Ross Perot impersonations. I did. I did it. It was those charts he had, and they were amazing. Those little charts, and they're
I
showing them
know.
all up around Congress now. Oh my gosh! Wait a minute, I got to do this. I've got to, I've got to do this. Okay, hang on, man. I'm going to make a Ross Perot chart here real quick. All right. So this would have been Ross Perot for those of y'all who don't remember. All right, now y'all see this up here? This up here. Y'all see that? Y'all can't see that.
mhm.
Let's get up here a little closer here. Yeah, there we go, right there. There we go. There we go. All right. You see this over here? This right here is Bill Clinton's sex drive. Yeah. And he had that Monica Lewinsky woman up there, and that caused. But you see way down here, you see this down here? This is my sex drive way down here. I wouldn't have them kind of issues like that. So, but then, then Hillary walked in. If old Bill Clinton's sex drive, it come way down to here somewhere. But that Monica Lewinsky woman, she come back in, it come right back up, way over here, you know. Oh, he likes cigars too.
Hillary walked in that orange outfit.
Oh my
That's why it went
gosh.
down. Went way
No,
down.
you can't recover from that ever.
Went way, way down.
Could you imagine sitting back smoking a good cigar, enjoying life? because things are good right now. And then have her walk in wearing that outfit and sitting down and looking at you in the eye, it'd
Well,
make me
could you?
throw up.
Well, listen, thinking. Well, first of all, before she walks in, you thinking about, it might be a good night to have some sex, and then her walking in that.
I was talking about during the whole cigar thing with Monica. Don't you get your claws out of my seat. Uh, could you imagine being sitting there and doing what they were doing, and he's sitting back with that cigar, and she was probably getting knots on her head from the bottom of the desk, because he's the press, you know, and he's sitting there with that cigar, and in Hillary Clinton walks wearing that orange grape pumpkin outfit and sits down in the presidential couch across from the presidential desk and says, "How you doing, huh?" He went, "Put the damn cigar out." And no more. Hey, y'all need to have an emergency on the other side of the White House here. Come get Hillary out of my damn office again. She is screwing things all up for me right now. Out, out, out. Maybe that was a bit overboard, but I could picture that.
I
And,
could too.
and the way y'all are laughing, y'all can picture it too. So yeah, it's not just me.
No, I could too.
Hmm.
I mean, heck, far.
Michael, they don't even fall for that anymore. If if the scammers say it's the county sheriff's department, they've heard that so many times. They don't even fall for that anymore. They'll say, "Yeah, what's your address?" Right behind you. If it can stick my foot right up your butt, you don't lose my number.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even fall for that no more. They don't even care. They don't care. They know there ain't nobody looking for them. They don't care. And there's no way to track them down because there's robocalls and it goes through who knows how many different
Oh,
cell towers
yeah.
to get there. I wish there was a way to track them down. That is nothing but a scamming industry. The whole thing. I wish there was a way to stop it.
Yes.
I don't know how you'd go about it, but my goodness, seems like all right. Let's register every phone line out there, or put a limit on how many cell phones people can buy, or something, or how many numbers they can get.
Hmm.
All right.
Rob, you'll like this one. I'm gonna change the subject. Today, in my last class, um, one of the kids said, "Here, I got a joke for you." Wasn't talking to me, he was talking to one of the other kids. He said he called his name. He said, "Hey, can you stand up and touch your toes and spell the word run?" He did. He stood up and bent over, touched his toes, and said, "Are you in?" He did it like three different times. He's like, and everybody in there was busting out laughing. He's like, "I don't get it. Why is everybody laughing?" I had to explain it to.
Oh no, we lost her in the middle of the RUN joke.
Oh no. Barry said they could, but once you go into a different country, the laws are different and they can't convict them like Nigeria and India. And if America or the president pressures the country like they are doing in Nigeria, some of the others, they'll put a stop to it just like they do in Mexico. They all arrest some of the cartel to pretend like they are doing something.
Wow. I have a question for you, Jen.
Yes,
Are your cat ears changing colors?
yes.
Okay.
I know, is that not cool?
It was freaking me out there for a minute. I didn't realize that that was actually happening. And I was feeling a little bit squirrely, and I saw her eyes changing, her ears changing color, and I was like, Uh,
Are they bothering you? Do I need to stop?
no, you're fine. You're
I can
fine.
turn them off.
No, you're fine. You keep them things turned on. I mean, if I had a set of those, you couldn't pay me enough to turn them off. I'd wear them everywhere.
Oh heavens!
I'd wear them to the courthouse. That'd be fun.
You might get in trouble.
I wonder what would have happened last year when I got divorced if I'd have wore a set of those into the courtroom. Do you think they would have let me in? Especially if I acted like the guy on that Ben Stiller movie. They're talking about his wiener all the time, and he had to have the earmuffs on. And I'm like, and then wouldn't let nobody take them off of me, and they had to let me in the courtroom with them. And the judge be like, "You got to take those off." Ah! I wonder how my divorce would have
Jen
went.
has mood ears.
I'm sure they'd let you keep them on. You know, there's kids in the school system now that wears them all the time.
Wow.
And I'm like, how are you gonna cope out in the real world?
Hmm. They're gonna be the ones going around. Has this say my wiener? Or gonna be like Ben Stiller and zipping his wiener up all the way.
Whew.
That was a funny movie. What was that movie? What was that movie? I know you know it.
Which one?
Have you seen My Wiener? Beans and Franks. Cameron Diaz, Ben Stiller.
Oh, no, I have not.
And that is absolutely a shame. That is absolutely a shame. What movie was that, Miss Elizabeth? I know you've seen it.
Which one?
The one with Cameron Diaz and Ben Stiller, Beans and Franks and all that. Her
That what?
boyfriend was Brett Favre or something.
That what?
Ben Stiller movie. It was Ben Stiller and Cameron Diaz.
I don't know.
I'll Google this damn thing. I'm gonna know because it was amazing. Um, Stiller, uh, Diaz.
Don't you know? Every time I get kicked off, I really want to say a dirty word in my head, but I don't.
I hear you say it.
No, you don't.
Oh yeah. You just think you're thinking that quietly.
Because it's quite frustrating.
Oh, I bet you. Something about Mary. There's something about Mary was the name of that movie.
Okay.
If y'all haven't seen it, y'all really need to watch it. I promise you. I ain't never laughed so hard in my life as I did watching that movie. There's a specific scene that just, those kids, Michael said, those kids will be the ones replace the old purple hair woman, Nancy Pelosi, Schumer, Maxine Waters. Oh, you mean the ones
and that's sad.
going, lead the Franks.
And that's
Mhm.
really sad, Michael. I'm telling
It
you.
is. My. Well,
Scary. You missed it earlier, Michael, because I was talking about they don't even know what the word respect means.
yeah, we're gonna come back on that here in a minute too.
Ooh, honey.
There is one other thing going on. I want to get the chat's opinion on too, and y'all's. Uh, yes, it was. That scene was gross.
What sin? What sin?
Scene.
What
And when there's
scene?
something about Mary, he went to use their restroom and he very quickly tried to zip up.
Oh,
And
zip
he
Mm.
his
did zip
wiener
up
in it.
all the way up.
Ooh, I couldn't imagine.
And he couldn't get it unzipped. They ended up calling the fire department, then the ambulance and everything else. His girlfriend's down there waiting on the prom. Oh, it was hilarious. And they're like, How far up did he go? It can't be that bad. Oh, Lord. He made it all the way to the top. Ah,
Ooh,
ah.
ooh.
I just laughed.
One thing. That's one thing women don't have to worry about.
He said I was in the middle of a sermon with David Payne. Oh, yeah, that put every guy watching that had a sermon moment right then. You're like, oh, dear Lord, don't let that ever happen to me. Please, please. Whew. No, women don't have to worry about that. All right. Want y'all's opinion. Want the chat's opinion. Very interested. Today, the United States carried out its 22nd strike on an alleged drug vessel operated by a designated terrorist organization. 4 narco terrorists killed in Joint Task Force Southern Spear operation, bringing the total deaths to 86. These airstrikes against the drug vessels, for or against?
I have no problem with it as
Okay.
long as they know for sure that they are getting drug vessels.
Okay. Jenna?
Yeah, as long as I agree, as long as they know for sure they're just not bombing boats just out in the middle of the water and just think, hey, they could be carrying it. As long as they know for sure. Because, I mean, we don't need the drugs over here because we got enough of our own.
Amen.
Okay. Uh, for the record, I agree with what y'all are saying. I agree with that. And I'm hearing a lot of people saying, but are they getting due process? All right, here's my thought on that. These countries that are supporting these drug operations, and they're
That.
supporting them, they are mostly run by cartels. And the cartels want to make every nickel that they can, shipping as much of that poison into this country as they possibly can, and getting as much money for it as possible.
Mhm.
So when you talk about getting uh, them getting their fair day in court and due process and all that, they line them up in front of a judge, and the judge says dismissed, 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 because they're bought and paid for by the cartel.
Mhm.
So what do? If you let them go, they're going to be right back tomorrow, attempting to bring another load in. So I'm going to throw that out there for these people that don't seem to understand what's going on there. I mean, there's a time and a place for everything. All right.
Okay. Are these vessels in U.S. waters? Are they in international waters?
I think they're
Or
in international waters.
they're in international waters?
I think so.
Well, then it don't matter. They screw due process.
Okay.
They're not in U.S. waters. They're in international waters.
Yeah. Well, as far as due process goes, Venezuela and Mexico could have already taken this stance and opted not to.
Mhm.
Barry said um, it would be nice if they captured or could capture everybody alive and capture all the drugs and show people what was trying to be shipped into our country. I think I mentioned this before, but what if a shark or alligator ate a pound of fentanyl and then came up on land or something? He
I would have
said,
to be there with a video camera. And I would want that shit on video, Barry. If we got a shark out there, they ate a pound of fentanyl come flying up there out of the water, looking like old Jabberjaw from what was that?
Well, I want to tell you what. If that happens, I say we feed the drug dealers to the shark or the alligator.
Do you remember the cartoon Jabberjaw?
Yes,
That's what that would be like if a shark got out there and ate a pound of meth and come flying up on the beach. He'd be jabberjaw.
that would be funny.
I'd have to get
That
video.
would be funny.
That's definitely a video moment, and I would post it.
Yes.
Not even as a short. I'd post it as a full length. I could see David Hasselhoff having a nervous breakdown trying to run away.
In slow motion.
Yes, in slow motion. And all the girls that were running there in slow motion with him,
Yeah.
now they'd be chasing after him, tripping over their boobs.
Yeah, because they, in slow motion, they would be going, you know,
No, no, they'd be going all the way to the ground. Shoot.
yeah, because they're so old now.
Yeah. If they stay
Gravity.
in the same place now, good job. But
Yeah.
if they catch up with Hasselhoff and they don't have a broken nose and two black eyes, something's wrong. Chuck,
Well, it could be, a good bra
I don't
holding it
think
all
that.
up.
I don't. I remember them girls, and I'm quite sure they don't make bras that size.
Well, listen,
That's why they were always in swimsuits.
some of them that have boob jobs have had them reversed,
Hmm.
had them taken out.
Pamela Anderson's one of them.
She did.
Hmm.
She was the one I was referring to.
You're like, yay! I'm buxom. Oops. Go get me a cotton bra.
I wonder if after all of that, and because I had a breast reduction done,
Me too.
and best thing ever. And so, because not only do they take weight off, but they give you a breast lift. All that's included in the total. And 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 what's so great about it is the insurance covers it because it's hard on your back, it's hard on your shoulders and your neck and all of that, and it just causes a lot of issues. So anyway, but I wonder after somebody has had breast implants, and they have to fill up those breast implants, and it's behind the muscle, but then it makes your tatas bigger. What happens? Does it just, they take all that out, that breast implant out, and all that? It just,
Yeah.
does it deflate?
Look, she disappeared on us after that.
Oh no, she has to come back.
She depleted. She depleted.
She
she
depleted the boob, the bag on a breast reduction, and now she went off. And now I'm stuck with this thought in my head. And she went off again. She was just about back. And I'm just trying to picture the sound. Is it? And they let the air out of that bag behind that muscle.
While we're waiting for her to come back on, I got three more things to read from Barry.
Okay.
Said the sad thing is some of these people are probably forced to do that, like drug mules who carry drugs across the border. So imagine these people are risking their lives to take drugs to America. And he said, are these people forced to run these submarines up the coast into America, or am sure some of them are doing it willingly for the money, but you just still wonder. I think if the Coast Guard was involved, they'd do everything they could to try to save the ships or whatever and show what was captured. But I think many of the cases it was death march anyway.
Michael said they get itty bitty ones. It was a teensy weensy, itty bitty teensy wee, yeller polka dot bikini. Yeah. Uh,
Oh,
well, you know, we were talking about respect when we first started off, and there she is. There she went.
hey,
You know,
Michael,
I
my
can hear
friend.
what she's saying.
Hmm.
I'm going to send her a text that says, I heard that. But we were talking about, respect. You know, you see so many people these days, this day and age, especially younger people, and they demand respect. They absolutely demand that you respect them.
Hmm.
And it is a crying. There she is back. And I heard that
Bless her.
too. There's absolutely a complete and total crying shame that these knuckleheads believe that because they demand respect, that they're going to get it. I'm scared to put you up on the screen again. I know you can hear me, but I'm scared to put you back up there. You might just drop off again. There you go.
Well, I'm scared to come back on.
I heard that one too. Y'all, that started with an F. I heard it. The telepathy was just going on strong, and I heard it. It started with an F. It was the bomb. Oh, made my little tender ears turn red on the inside. Whew.
Bless her heart. Hopefully next week, y'all, it's gonna be all better for her.
Yeah, we're trying to get it all better up there. Uh, but these people come in demanding respect, thinking that they're going to get it. Respect is never, never just given for no reason. Respect is earned.
Hmm.
You know, well, you got to give me some respect if you want to get some respect. Uh, she says she's trying to get logged in. It's driving her crazy.
Yes, we know.
We're going to have fun with this though. But yeah, you go give me some respect. You go give me some respect. I've earned it. Who have you earned it to? You go up to me on the street, you're demanding respect. You ain't done nothing to earn no respect for me. All I'm gonna do is laugh at you, turn around, and walk away. Well, I'm Papa Cap, and you okay, whatever. It's not just that, and that made it sound bad, but it's not just that. It's everybody. They go on the job. Hey, I need you to sweep up in there. And go sweep the floor. That's not my job. Yeah, it's your job. You've hired on here to work. I need you to go do that. No, man, you got to show me some respect. I ain't doing that. I feel sorry for it. Who's going to keep that around? You hire
Hmm.
somebody to do a job and they won't do it, but you're supposed to respect them. Uh, I had a guy that worked for me one time. Hey, I need you to do so and so and so and so and so and so. Okay. Come in the next day. You know what he'd done? None of it. Yeah, he did a bunch of other stuff. And when I went and asked you about, did you do so and so, so and so and so? No, I did this over here instead. I thought it was more important. Now, how is that respecting somebody? That is completely and totally disrespecting somebody. They left you a task to do, and you chose just to throw their stuff off to the side and go do what you wanted to do. It's disrespect. You want to respect somebody? Do what you're told. If you have a boss, do what your boss asks you to do. Hey, go up to somebody and say, hey, thank you for doing that once in a while. You ain't got to do it every day, just every once in a while. You
Hmm.
know, hey, I appreciate you. Instead of demanding respect, why don't you give some common courtesy and some respect out? You want it back? Give it out. That's the way that works. It's not given, it's earned.
Yes.
Knuckleheads.
She's not gonna try to come back on. She said it's driving her crazy. And then my friend Michael says the dope has to go. And then he said they don't want to work, and that's true. Young kids don't.
Yeah.
And then Barry, he said, speaking of those implants, I wonder if they tried to smuggle drugs into America that way. What would a drug dog do if he senses that and starts barking at the ladies?
Well, Barry, I dare say there would have to be a strip search. And how would they access them? I mean, you wouldn't want to have surgery again to have them taken out. Maybe they could put like a little zipper, be underneath probably. You know, just do a zipper, slide it in and out.
Lord.
You know, they could gauge how much drugs you were carrying by your bra size. If you come in off flat chest, they probably want to run the drug dogs at you. But if you come in as a triple D, yeah, we better bring the dogs over here.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
she was flat chested when she left here, but she come back huge.
I mean, get them dogs over here. She was an A cup when she left.
Mm.
She got some quadruple E's now. You better get them drug dogs over here. My goodness.
Yes, Michael, they have. Drugs have killed this world.
Yes, they have. They have absolutely ruined it. And hmm, but there's cases to be made for some stuff, and there's cases that you just can't make. The fentanyl coming into this country is ridiculous. It's killing people every day, and it's so hard to kick. I've had trouble kicking cigarettes. It's a habit. It's an addiction. I've walked away from just about everything else that was addictive in my life except for cigarettes, and I'm trying to do that. But I'm gonna tell you something. It's hard. I can't imagine what fentanyl is like. And they're supposed to be like way, way more addictive, and you people that are out there that are struggling with that, get some help, please. There's still, and methamphetamine is still a big problem in this country. For those of you that are still out there that are struggling with that, get some help, please. There's people that'll help you. All you got to do is ask. Might be a little hard, might be a difficult, might not be the easiest path in the world, but it'll kill you in the long run if you don't. You know, uh, I'm not going to call any names or give any hints or anything like that, but there's a person right now that's I think the world of and I love to death. And this person is struggling with this, and I wish them the best. And I hope that they get the help that they need, and I hope they get through this. I'm praying for you. You know, if you're out there and you're listening, know that I'm praying for you. It means a lot to me. So, uh, you know, and nobody's perfect. And I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm sorry this and I'm sorry that." Nobody's perfect. If you think you're perfect, you ain't never made a mistake, and you're not wrong on anything, then you need to check your attitude because you are not perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Well, there was one person that didn't make any mistakes, but only one, and it was in you. So, what you mean, roll tide, Caden? Let me tell you something, son. This is my other son, Caden.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you know, I'm so disappointed that he became a Bama fan. I
Oh,
thought I
goodness.
raised him better. I really did. You know, but if you think, let me tell you how this is going to fall out, sir. If Alabama beats Georgia. Bama's in the playoffs. They're not going to knock Georgia out of the playoffs. It's not going to happen. Georgia's still going to be in there, which means there's a chance that Georgia and Alabama could play each other a third time this year. Do you really want to see that? No. What y'all need to do is just go ahead and take your loss this weekend. Hey, second place in the SEC, it's not too shabby. No, just go ahead and love it. You and your dad could sit, your other dad could sit there and watch the game. And we'll see you the 6th, bro. Oh, whatever. Let me explain to you. You just don't realize Kirby's tasting this now. Okay? Kirby is tasting his third national championship. He's got that flavor in his mouth. Okay? He could taste it. He could taste this win. And y'all think old Boarhead, whatever his name is going to beat Georgia twice in 1 year? That crap ain't happening. Okay? The only person that was capable of beating Georgia twice in 1 year has retired and is now an anchor man. So what you need to do is go over to your other dad's house, sit down and watch the game. That way y'all can console each other after it's over. And I don't think even Jennifer's going to give you any sympathy on this one.
What, Georgia and Alabama?
Yeah.
I could care less about either one.
She's an Auburn fan.
I'm an Auburn fan because of my dad.
Okay.
And he's from Alabama. And then he's Alabama after that. He don't like Georgia. And the only reason he don't like Georgia, care for him, is because there was a guy that worked out at the plant, and anytime stuff was going on, he come out there and the guy just like yeah, and da, and it just turned Daddy off on it.
Yeah.
So, but he's always been, I think, Auburn, and then it was Alabama. So because that's where he's from.
Well, see, this little knucklehead right here is just trying to start some crap with me. What he don't realize is that he can't, because number one, he's my other son, and number two, he's wrong. Take that. All right, this little snot here, he's all grown up now. Okay. On the day he was born, and this is my Bubba Earl's son. On the day he was born, I went to see him in the hospital. And his daddy was standing there all proud. Look there. He knows it. He knows it.
No.
His dad was all proud, and he handed this little baby over to me. And I looked at this little baby, and he was a little chunky. He didn't have no teeth. He was a little bit wrinkled. And he was redheaded. And I looked at his daddy. And I looked at his mom. And I looked back at his daddy. He said, "Don't you say a darn word." Howdy there, Dave. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, Dave.
I love you too there, son. Oh, and Earl and I have been discussing that ever since. Oh, my goodness. Well, looks like Miss Elizabeth is not coming back for real this time. She's probably tired. She had to work today.
Yes.
And we had a late night last night. And I mentioned to someone earlier, she done worked 12-hour day after all that driving last night, that she should probably
go to bed,
turn off her phone, and go to sleep. But she hasn't listened to me on that. But she's probably in there rolling her eyes right now.
I bet she is.
Oh my goodness.
Ugh.
But well, guys, it's a little after 9. It's a little bit early, but I think we ought to we're gonna call it right here tonight. And for you Rumble people, I'm gonna do some work on that tomorrow. We'll see if we get that fired up. We're gonna shift and we're gonna download and upload right back to you there. So we're gonna put it out on Rumble, but it's just gonna take us a little bit longer. So hey, y'all have a great night. Great old big salute. Thank y'all for tuning in. And hey, thanks everybody for all the
Yes.
support on Facebook and YouTube. We really appreciate it. We're glad to see those channels growing. And Miss Jennifer, you got it there before we take off out of here?
No, just thank y'all and have a good night, and we will see y'all later.
All right. Good night, guys. We'll see you soon. Wait a minute. We got to do this right. We got to get the music up there. We got to play the music.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there we go. Now we can do it.
I wake every morning to the sun. Grab something to eat and get out on the run. I'll work all day and play all night. It's a southern fried life for me. I like my life southern fried, from my breakfast to my baby at night. And all points in between I play southern fried and work southern fried. I live, love, and laugh and worship southern fried. Southern fried is the life for me. Dragging to work looking so rough. My boss man tells me I gotta be tough. Just get on the job and get it done. It's a southern fried life for me. I like my life southern fried, from my breakfast to my baby at night. And all points in between I play southern fried and work southern fried. I live, love, and laugh and worship southern fried. Southern fried is a life for me. Tells me all the time that way of life will bring me down. I do my best to do things right, but it's a southern fried life for me. I like my life southern fried, from my breakfast to my baby at night. And all points in between I play southern fried and work southern